No, I got it. I'm good. All right. Holy there's a lot of people here. Hi, everybody. My name is Kyle Kesterson. I am the CEO of a little company here in Seattle called Freakin' Genius. You can follow me at Kyle Kesterson or at Freak Genius. Who here has heard of Freakin' Genius before tonight? We got a lot of work left to do. No, that's good. This is good. So for those of you who don't know, we're a little company that started out of Startup Weekend, 2011. We went through the Microsoft Connect Accelerator. It's a Techstars program. SW Next. Washington Interactive Network put on an accelerator called Reactor. We've done like 5 accelerators. We just can't seem to leave. And really quickly, I want to show you kind of what brought us together. And then I want to get to actually what I want to talk about. So the 2 big things that brought our founders together was when we were at Startup Weekend, we came together and realized, holy shit, we work really well together. And that's really hard to find. So that was hurdle number 1 as to why I would want to work with you. Number 2 was we came around this really cool vision. The things that kind of keep ourselves up at night is we wanted to create a future in which kids grow up never feeling like they're not creative. We've all grown up and had that issue of not identifying yourself as a creative person, not because you're not a creative person, but because the ability to communicate yourself through a technical medium or through a creative medium is just too technical, too tough. So we wanted to tackle that problem, starting with animation. We just released a product, is an MVP little product in the App Store for free. Oh my God, you're yawning. I'll talk quicker. It's called Yak It, and I invite you guys to download it. You can just speak into your phone and create cartoons in real time. And what we have coming up next, one of my investors called it iMovie on acid for mobile. It's actually pretty crazy. And if you guys want a sneak preview, come up to me afterwards. But the reason that I'm here today is because a lot of people come up to me, early stage startups, people wanting to get into startups, and they're so curious about the culture of Freakin' Genius. Like, what makes Freakin' Genius so interesting? Why do you guys have so much fun? This is a day in the life of Freakin' Genius. No joke. And it really comes down to the culture that we've built around trust. Trust that we can just be ourselves, that we have like all the same motives, that we have the ability to execute, we can get out of each other's way. And so we've come up with a series of processes that are just simple core fundamental that we touch on once a day, once a week, and once every other week that really allow for that to get out of the way and for us to just channel all the creativity and the fun. And I want to show you just kind of what happens when creativity and culture starts to develop. It starts to come through in your environment. It'll come through in the way that you present and demo. We go out and we talk to people, learning, doing customer discovery, product validation. And every single time, it's a touch point as to who we are, not just what we're building for them. We launch products. We turn it into parties. This is 24 people from the Seattle community coming to help launch our product on a busy Wednesday afternoon. Oh yeah, these are games and pranks and all sorts of weird stuff oh yeah. I found my wallet in Jell-O the other day. Anyways, so we also get a chance to do it in the way that we hire. We try to use our product as much as we can to animate and stand on the side of the road with signs. It works. And so through the culture, boiling it down to the process, and this is what I think is really important, is we have really simple, quick ways to communicate, to align, to share who we are, what we're dealing with personally. Just allows us to really connect. And I want to share some of these with you. So we have a thing called a stand-up. It's a 15-minute stand-up where we talk about the last 24 hours and the next 24 hours of what we've been accomplishing, all the different tasks. We'll go through any challenges or roadblocks. And then we have a little thing we call Mad, Sad, Glad, Afraid, and In. And it's a quick little touch point where people get to just say how they're feeling. If they're upset, if they're tired, if they're angry, just a quick little touch point where we just sit, we listen, but they also end it with an affirmation of like, look, I understand I'm dealing with some shit, but I'm here, I'm in. So when you're sharing an idea, when you're presenting something to someone and they say they respond and they're sharp and cold, you know that there's context to the decision. It's not necessarily what you're presenting or about you. So nothing really, there's no resentment, there's no harboring anything. We do this thing called sprint planning. Every 2 weeks, we come together, we set some goals, we do some subtasking. At the end of the 2 weeks, we'll come together and see, did we accomplish these goals? Giving our chance to validate the small wins. You guys are starting to get blinded. We also have a digestion period where we will highlight all the positives and all the negatives of everything that had happened in the last 2 weeks. being able to say, look, I really think that, that asset that you put in the app that people really light up around, that was awesome. I'm glad you went up and did it. Validate, validate, validate. But also getting to highlight all of the things that just bugged you, that may have kept you up for a night, and we have not had any issues last longer than 5 minutes. It's amazing. 5 minutes. That was quick. Anyways, I have so much more to talk about this. I love organizational development and culture building, and I'd love to talk more about it. So that's freaking genius.